Durag Diaries, yo people, welcome back to the channel. Manchester United have submitted their second offer for Cesco. The deal looks like it may be done soon. David Ornstein has dropped the bomber. Quickly show you guys the news here. Manchester United have made offer for RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko. Proposal 75 million euros plus 10 reflects Manchester United's evaluation of the 22-year-old, and they believe the striker favors Old Trafford. And I have got none other than man like Cass here to talk about this. Do you think he favors Man United, or is he going to Newcastle?
Oh, come on. That shouldn't even be a question.
Well, I don't know.
That should be a question.
That's what we're here to find out.
Let's be real. If he really wanted Newcastle, they've already submitted 2 offers. I mean, and they've got one that's more than us. So surely that would have been wrapped up by now, then, right?
It's a good question. For those of you that don't have the full news, he's right. Newcastle did submit their second offer because their first one of 70 plus 10 was rejected, and now they've got 80 plus 5, 85 million euro package in total.
No, 90
million euro package in total.
Yeah.
Euro more than Manchester United is 80 plus 10. Then it was, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
80 plus 10. They got 75 plus 10. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Man United is the favoured option because, like you said, if he wanted Newcastle, the deal probably would have been pushed ahead last night. We probably would have heard something concrete to them. The Newcastle's going to be pushing ahead with the deal. Now, Man United have submitted an offer. They said they would only do it if they believe the player is coming to them. So you've got full confidence that he's going to be a Man United player within the next couple of days.
Probably. Not that I want it as much as the next person, but for me, it's just... Look, I'll take anyone over Højlund. He's a much better footballer than Højlund. That's an upgrade already. I don't know about the price is mad. 65 million plus what is it? 8 million pounds. So it's like, look, United could have paid up to 60 million for Watkins, or you can go get someone that's a lot younger. So, and I don't think Aston Villa would budge, not at this kind of time of window I don't think Watkins has actively asked to leave the club. For someone that's turning 30, I think in December, not worth it. Because I feel like United could get Watkins done for like 45 million or 50.
Yeah.
But they're not going to sell that. Because who else they're going to get? Jackson? So, again, we'll see what happens. I've got my lamppost, just not the preferred one. And when he dunks on Arsenal, it's going to be funny.
The Cesco versus Gyökeres in the first game of the season is going to be one to watch. No doubt about that, especially if he does end up at United. That's going to be a funny one because there's bare Man United fans that wanted Gyökeres and didn't want Cesco. And the same way around, there's bare Arsenal fans that wanted Cesco that didn't want Gyökeres. So it's going to be interesting to see how the narratives fall out in that game and how they actually play out. But focusing on Cesco a bit more, because like I said, he's not your preferred option. But how do you think he's going to come in and add to this Man United team? Because obviously you've got Cunha, who's a top player, and you brought in Mbeumo. So you've got the perfect partners for him or for a striker to come in and have. Do you not think that he would just smoothly fit in your team, or do you think that there's...
He should do. I mean, different from Højlund. Højlund is someone that needs to be catered towards. You look at Mbeumo, he links up with Vissa, and he's the guy that's going to feed. Cunha and what's his name? Strand Larsen needs someone that he can play that ball into feet with. Same thing with Sesko. He can do the exact same thing. You know what I mean? His link up, he's known for his link up. He does it for Leipzig pretty much as we speak. The difference in Leipzig, why his goal tally is not as great as what it should be, is because Openda took that main striker role because he can't drop deep and link up play because Leipzig was struggling last year. So I can see why his tally is not like 20 goals. So, and I expect him to do what Cesco does best, which is running behind, do the channels, and pretty much cause a havoc in it. Like United don't have anyone like that. You look at Højlund and his like stats in terms of headers won, successful hold up play, like, and all of them stats that are relevant for a striker. Yeah. He's like bottom tier, one of the worst. The one thing, look for me, Cesco is an all-round striker. I think he can do everything. I just feel like he needs a lot of tuning. Like I don't think there's a lot of wrong with his finishing. But my only criticism of his is like, could your first touch be a little bit better? And it's not exactly Højlund first touch. And the other one is your selection of shots when you are in on goal, because they can be inconsistent. I've seen you ras them top bins. I've seen you dink heavers, but I've seen you fluff your lines like Ollie Watkins. Do you know what I mean? Like wide of the post. But he's actually got a high conversion rate. So he doesn't actually take a lot of shots, but that's because of the way he plays at Leipzig. I can tell, but he should do well. You know, as long as you can link up. Like, not I said it on Never a Foul, and I think with when I was speaking to D, it's not about for me if he's going to get me 20 goals. I mean, for that price tag, you better be getting me a handful of those goals. But it's more like, can you bring Cunha and Mbeumo into play? Can you feed Ahmad? Because I've seen Hoyle in the preseason. Look, it's night and day different.
Yeah.
Man United are overpaying. I'm not going to sit here and say this is a blinding signing because what's come out today, United are actively searching for a midfielder next, and there's money for a midfielder. So get me my midfielder. Cesco won't need to help the midfielders much because that's what I'm worried about. You don't get a midfielder, your striker's going to have to drop deep and get involved. I don't want him getting involved. Simple.
Especially when you've got Bruno in that midfield as well. It's just going to...
The flick-ons, corners, defending corners should be much easier with him, and attacking corners should be a lot better. Simple as that.
You know what? The one thing I did say is, to be fair, when I said Bruno could make you guys struggle, but also thrive in this team. It's like, it's a conundrum with Bruno because the things that he does well, I think the three attackers could use him. He's very direct. With those three players, you're going to need, for one, Sesko's used to that, playing long balls over up the top, into the channels, playing Cunha and Mbeumo into those wider spaces, getting the ball in behind. That's where Sesko thrives. That's where Bruno's going to be good in the midfield. But then again, at the same time, when those passes ain't being pulled off and Bruno's stretching that midfield, and you've only got one man at the base of it, it could be a problem where the central striker has to start dropping in deep. But you mentioned it there. You guys have budget. And I don't know, where has this budget come from, Cass? Because before the summer, we was told, no Champions League football, you man don't sign.
We get told this every year.
£200 million in for 3 players.
Look. When it comes to revenues, we're untouchable, man. It don't matter. So it is what it is. They were looking in the wrong accounts all along as well. So from every year we get told, United have like £150 million budget without Champions League, blah, 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 blah. No, these cut costs and everything around it has saved United hefty. But remember, United had a budget of about that, I reckon, to go get Cunha and Mbeumo, which they did. But you got to remember, we made money on Alanga. We made money on the left back Alvaro. We saved money from wages off of what's he called, Rashford, and the optional fee, which could get triggered, might not get triggered. Still, Garnacho's definitely going as well. That's pure profit as well. On top of that, and then obviously Sancho will go. Anthony will go. I think it might be a loan though at this point, but there's a lot to kind of add up into perspective to see where United will have a budget. It's been there. You can't try to get back into the top 6 or top 5 or top 4 if you're not going to spend the money. United have gone from Højlund, Mount and Garnacho to Mbeumo, Cunha and probably Cesco. You're like, if I said that to you back in after losing the cup final against you lot, what would you have told me? You just said...
No, I would have said no chance. That's what I mean. Like, I'm mad. I'm mad because I'm looking at it like, bro, the trajectory of our club since the final, Spurs has gone down, bro. We've lost our best players. You man are out here getting all the best. Bro, I'm fuming right now. Like,
I want to say you have like you got Palhinha on a great deal in a 3. You've lost Madders, but you was always looking at a centre mid anyways.
Yeah.
Like an attacking box to box, which might suit Frank a little bit more. And you're still looking at a backup striker, which you'll pick someone up. I keep saying your best bet is go full and go get Muniz. I swear on my life, he's the guy. He's that guy.
To be fair, I heard early on in the window, Spurs were interested.
He's that guy. Vista wants to go Newcastle, so you're missing that on that. Who cares? Muniz is a little bit cheaper, but yeah, look, with Man United's front of things, it's like you have to spend money if you want to be back up there again. Simple as that. You're not winning. We're not winning no league. We're not winning no league. I mean, maybe, but that's like small, like 2% chance.
Nah, but
I'm all right, man. This is why, Jords, I don't jump the gun too early. I get giddy early. The difference, when everyone was a crasher on Ineos, when everyone was a crasher on these owners, they didn't even have a chance to land, at whatsoever. It's like, let's wait and see.
They're landing now.
They're looking like they're getting Sesko done by August, whatever, early August, and there's still time to go and get the centre mid in and the strike and the goalkeeper maybe, which I don't think is the biggest priority midfield was. But then now it is, and now you're going to see all these little belly flops, turn over, and now they're going to want their flowers and say, no, I never said this, I said that. I'm not like, no, just stay consistent and just wait and be patient because patience is a virtue. Easy.
So you say all of that to say, right now, you're happy with Man United's window.
I'm calm with it. I'm calm with it, man.
I can't. To be
One
fair,
player a month. Go get me my centre mid. That's if you get me my centre mid, I'm over the moon. I'm so over the moon.
Fair's no, it's a
Proper
very
one.
good window. I don't think any Man United fan could be mad at the window. There could be questions, like I said, a few players missing still, but so far, I think Man United have done well. You went above expectations, definitely above expectations for the window. And then just finally back on the Cesco stuff, I need to understand because you made it seem like it was way too easy. Well, why is he choosing Man United over Newcastle right now? Because I know you've gone on record to say Newcastle be the better move for him personally, but forget that. Why is he choosing Man United over Newcastle?
Because he supports us for one. And also, like, come on, man. One club, no disrespect, but you won one Carabao Cup in the last 70 years. Not Newcastle's like you're big in Newcastle, you're big in England, like Man United's global. There's always going to be that temptation.
Yeah.
And if you are the one that leads the line, and it always be that temptation. If I'm the guy that makes United tick again, I'm going to be a legend.
Yeah,
simple.
And
Newcastle could win 3-4 Premier Leagues, but reviving Man United, you're a bigger legend than that. Just that alone.
Yeah.
One Premier League. Just get Man United back on that perch, which everyone doesn't want because they know once if we get going, I don't think it would stop. But it's just we'll see. It's a long way off it. It's optimism. I feel like Cesco might think he's ready now. Like he's had a few seasons of men's football, Salzburg, a couple years at Leipzig. He's played international football. His camp might feel this time around that he's good to go. He might feel like he's good to go, but I don't feel like a 22-year-old, unless you're like R9 levels, should be leading the line at United. But his mentality, though, seems like it's through the roof. I'll be real. Like he seems like he's got good people around him. But Newcastle, there's not as much pressure. But are you testing yourself by going to a club? Because you're going to leave in a few years. That's what I'd be saying to his camp. Go to Newcastle, go for a few years, then leave.
And that's what I would. I think
I would advise that. You're going to have a big club.
From his point of view,
yeah.
Definitely, like, they're a stepping stone. Newcastle, just do what Isaac done. He used them as a stepping stone to platform himself and put him on the,
and actually,
in front of all the biggest teams in the world.
Isaac wasn't amazing at Sociedad,
He wasn't. He was poor.
That's where I thought
Sociedad, he was really bad. But
that's where that's where I feel like Newcastle and probably Man United look at Cesco and say, well, he could have that 30, but he could just hit the ground running. Like he could just.
You just look at the type of player.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you're 6'5" and you're rapid, you should, and you've got good enough dribbling, shall I say? You should really truly. You should thrive. You should thrive. You're a physical player. Like you're not a wimp. You should be good.
PMP, he's literally got the PMP. There's no reason why you can't thrive in the Premier League. And it goes to say that I think the only concern or reservations many people have with this is just a young player leading Manchester United's front line. We've seen this far too often, especially in recent history. It's never really worked out. The pressure always gets to these players eventually. And I think that's my biggest concern with this. I think Man United will be the move he makes. The bigger club it's the easier choice. Newcastle might be the better move, but I think he's going to take advantage of the opportunity to lead the line at Manchester United and put himself.
Oh, he's got two experienced players behind him this time, though.
Yeah, no more kids, man. Leipzig are full of kids, and that's the one thing. And now he's got Cunha and Bremo to help him. It's going to be dangerous, man. Man United want to watch people.
I'm at a dog who's cooking. This preseason looks different.
Man United are cooking. Listen, you heard it there from Cass, people. Man United are cooking. This has been a window to watch, and Cesco is on his way to Manchester. But look, people, big up to everyone that's been tuned in for this short video. Make sure you're subscribing to here, but more importantly, subscribing to our guest Cass on his own channel, Cass Central, but also Never a Foul for those who know and want to follow him over there. I'll put both the links in the description and then also in the title of the video so you can't miss it. Cass, any final words on this transfer? Anything to leave the guys with?
Can't wait for him to dunk on Arsenal, man.
On that note, people,